Hello everyone, this is Faith from faithsbizacademy.com. I am so excited to share this video tutorial with you because I have in store for you 25 different tips and tricks that will help you master Canva to create different digital designs, whether it's digital products or social media images. Are you ready? Let's get started. Now we are on Canva's homepage, and if you're unfamiliar with Canva, Canva is actually an online free design software where you can actually use it to create presentations, social media images, videos, print products, marketing materials, and more. So it is free for use. All you need to do is to sign up for an account and you can get started. Okay, so you will see on the left hand side that there are actually recent designs. So you have actually started using Canva. This will fall under your recent design. So everything is actually stored on Canva itself. Okay, and then you can also create your own team, invite team members, and have a brand kit and stuff like that. But let's get started, we're going to start with creating a new design. So click on this button, top right hand corner, create a design. And I'm going to search for US letter size document. And right here, this is already one of the preloaded templates. So let's just click start it. Or if you want to have a specific custom size that you want to create, you can actually click on this button, custom size, and key in something like this, 2000 by 2000 pixels, and create new design. So you can choose one of the pre-existing templates or create your own custom size canvas. So this is the new project that we're getting started on. Just to walk you through some of the important buttons. On the top left hand corner, there's this home button where you can go back to the home page. There's this file. So what you want to do is you can actually include the guidelines, like show the rulers at the top, at the side, and show margins. So then you will have this dotted line margin here to help you kind of align your contents in the middle of the page and not go too close to the edge. And go back to file. You can also show print bleed if you want to. So that is at the edge as well. So you can just toggle all of these and choose what you need to be shown. Now with these guidelines, you can also drag a line. For example, if you want to split the page into different sections, you can just click from the top ruler and drag it to the middle, click from the left and drag it. So these are actually guidelines. These are not real lines onto your page. These are just guidelines for you to kind of insert elements and for alignment. Okay, so these are guides that can help you. Just click and drag them or click them away. And here, this is where you type in your file project name. So here, let's just say Canva tips demo. And of course, anytime you want to save something, just tap on enter to save the name and go to file and click on save. All the changes that you made will actually automatically be saved, but as a good habit, I like to save it occasionally just on my own, just to make sure that all the changes I'm making to my project gets regularly saved. Now, the awesome thing about using Canva is that there are already preloaded templates for you. So whether you're creating digital products like planners and printables or social media images, you have templates to get you started with. You do not actually have to start from scratch. So where do you look for the templates? On the left hand side, just click on this templates. Here you have all these different templates and you can actually search for templates as well. For example, if I want to create a birthday party invite, there we have it. So then I can just click on one of these and this is a template that I can use. And now that we have selected this template, you can click on it and you see that this backdrop becomes an image, and I do really want to look at this right now, so I'm just going to delete this. What I'm left with are the words. So let's just stretch it out to resize the words, or you can just go to the menu, top menu right here, to type in the font size like this to change the fonts. You can just adjust it, resize it, click and drag. And if you want to change the fonts, go to the top section again, and you can scroll through to look for the different fonts that are available. And if you're not sure what font to use, you're looking for inspiration, you can type in certain words like script, and then you will showcase all the different script fonts. The ones with the crown would actually means that they're actually not free elements, so they're only available for the Canva Pro users. So throughout this video, you will also notice that some features are freely available for Canva free account users, whereas some with the little crown logo means that it's only available to Canva Pro users. And based on this information, I also hope you can better understand whether it's going to be worth your investment to pay for the Canva Pro subscription. So here I can just change the script like this and just resize it again. Or if I need some more inspiration, I can look for words like cute and see what cute fonts come up, like this one. This is a cute font. Or you can look for some simple font or corporate font, and then you can just search right here as well. And there we go. So here, under the font section, there's actually different effects that you can try out for your words. So you can click on this little effects, click on that. And here, if you click on none, then it's just a plain font. There is no special effects. If you click on shadow, there you go. Let's just zoom in a little bit more. So you can see that's a shadow effect. So here on the top, this is where you change the text color. Let's change it to black. And going back to effects and under the shadow, you see that you have all the different sliders to change the shadow effect, the offset, the direction of the shadow, whether you want the shadow to be blur or to be really stark, the transparency of the shadow like this. And you can also change the color of the shadow by clicking on this color palette. You can also click on this. And if you have any hex code, this is where you can input the hex code if you know any hex code for different colors. Just hit enter. And then this color code will appear and you can just click on it. And then you can have the specific shade of color that you have input. Or you can just use a slider here to choose different colors. And now we're changing the color of the shadow. Now there are more effects available like lift. Now hollow effects are really good if you're actually creating coloring pages because it basically changes all the fonts to a hollow effect, empty spaces in the middle, and an outline. So these can be great for coloring pages. And this here, this is splice effect. Once again, play with the sliders to see how the sliders will actually vary the look of the effect. And echo effect that makes it more three-dimensional, like the words are popping out of the page. And here, this glitch, neon, and having a background. And then you can change the color of the background right here as well. So that is how you can select your fonts, resize the fonts, and change the different effects for the fonts. Now I want to bring your attention to the left-hand side menu and clicking on the elements. This is where you see that there are different elements on Canva itself. These are preloaded for you. So there's shapes, there's graphics, there's photos, videos, and there's charts, tables, and frames and grids. So right now I just want to focus on simple shape like this. Just go to lines and shape. You can click on see all, where you have a whole list of different shapes that you can use, or click on back, just type in the search field. Perhaps you're looking for a rectangle, and then the search results will appear. So let's click on this one. I'm going to click and drag this to delete that because I don't want the font anymore. I want to focus on this grid. Zooming in. Here you can change the color of the shape. Just click on this color palette. Same thing, go to the color palette. Move the slider around to choose the color of your option. And for these shapes in this particular instant, because this is like an outline, right? So in order to change the thickness of this grid, what you need to do is you need to change it. You need to shrink it down and the line becomes thinner. If you want the line to be thicker, what you need to do is to stretch it out, and you see the frame, this line becomes thicker, okay? So to adjust the thickness, you have to use the little circles at the corner to either make it thinner by shrinking it down or make it thicker by expanding it out. And then after you are pleased with this thickness, you can use the small little white lines on the sides to resize your shape. And there we have it. Okay, so once again, if you want it to be thinner, shrink it down and resize it. Now the lines are thinner, like this. Now, other than shapes like this, we can look for lines. So similarly, I'm just going to search for it. Just type in the word line and all these different lines will appear. You will see that there are lines with circles at the side or dotted lines with arrowheads. So let's just choose a plain line like this. And I'm going to change the color to pink. Here, I can stretch it. I can adjust it. Just click and drag. Now, I can also change the thickness of the line by going to the top menu here, right here. Click on it. That's the line weight. I can type in the number to make it thinner. I can use the slider to make it thicker, like this. And here, when I click on this, I can also choose the style of the line. It can be a line with something at the edges, something curled up at the edge, or it can be a dotted line with dashes or dots. Let's have a simple straight line like this. And then I'm going to click on this little duplicate icon on the top right hand corner, or I can just press on Command D or Control D to duplicate. I can click and drag so I can highlight multiple elements, and once again go to duplicate icon and shifting it down and just making duplicates. And as you have done just 1 or 2 times, the next time you click on duplicate, it has this smart system where it automatically kind of position the elements as per predicted how you want it to be. Okay, so now that I have all these lines, and let's mess them up a little bit, this uneven spacing, what do I do to position them neatly? Click, drag to highlight everything, go to this position tool, distribute them vertically so they're evenly spaced, and tidy up so that now all aligned. And then I can just group them, so now it becomes one whole group of lines. And if I want to ungroup them, just click ungroup right here, and they will be individual lines. Once again, highlight, click and drag, group, and I can also change all the colors at once like this to orange. Now I want to add a new page to this project. I'm going to click on this little duplicate page to duplicate this page, or click on this one to add a blank page. Now if you want to change the background color of the blank page, all you need to do is click on this color palette. And once again, use the slider, choose a color that you want, and that will be your background color. But we're going to stick with white for now. And here, back to the menu on the left-hand side, we're going to click on Uploads. So this is where you can actually upload your own images. All these images that you're seeing on the screen right now are images either in JPEG or PNG file that I have uploaded. You can also upload videos, MP4 versions. So for example, let's choose this cute graphic, right, like this. So this is an image, and I can actually edit the image right here. So I can click on edit image, and there are actually different things I can play with it. I can add shadows right here, like a glow or drop shadow to make it more three-dimensional. I can click on this sliders to adjust the shadows, the offset, the angle, the transparency, how blurry I want it to be, and also the color of the shadow by clicking on this palette, change it to orange, like that. I can also go back to edit image again and see other effects that I can change, like changing the colors, the color mix, changing the effects of it, like making it more pixelated. Look at that. Now it looks like some cross-stitching image. Going back, and let's go to color mix, see all. And here I can also change the different effects of this image. So you can feel free to play around with it to see how you can actually vary the images that you have uploaded. Now I have this stock photo that I've uploaded previously, and I can stretch it. Now if I want to create a design, but I only want this rose, this beautiful red rose without the background, what can I do? I can click on edit image and go to background remover, just click on it and just give it some time. And there we have it. So now we have actually extracted the rose out from the stock image and leaving it with transparent background, and this becomes a really nice rose like this. And once again, if I want to play with the effects of it, I can hit back right here, and I can adjust the colors, the brightness. I can go to filters and see what special photo effects I can try on this rose. Look at that. Just trying out different effects like this, like retro or Nordic or a selfie. So, it changes the colors and the contrast of it. So as we're talking about images, I also want to bring your attention to the left-hand side menu again, going to the elements first and going to grid. So what are we talking about? We've got grids and we've got frames right here. Here there are grids. You can click on see all and can just click on something like this. So that is a background grid. Let me add a new page, and I'm going to look for some frames as well. Right here, just click on this frame. I've got frames in different shapes like this. So what are these frames good for? So let's look at this circle frame. Okay, when you click on this little palette, you can actually change the color, so then it just becomes a solid color. Whatever color that you choose, it changes to that. But because it's actually a photo grid, what it means is that when you have uploaded any images, like this digital paper, I can click and drag, and then it will superimpose on the grid. Once again, I have this digital paper, click and drag, and it superimposes on this grid. And here, this grid, you click on it, you can also adjust the size, just click and drag. You can crop it, you can resize it. And similarly, because it's a photo grid, it makes it really easy for you to just click on your images, click and drag it into it, and then you're just auto-populating the grid. So then with that, it's actually easy to use the grid to create a background image. Now here we have this really cute unicorn graphic, and I'm going to change the backdrop to black. Now because this is an image, what we can do is we can make it into like a cute sticker. Now planner stickers are really very popular these days. So if you want to convert or create your own planner stickers, this is how you do it. You have this image, you go to click on edit image, and you go to shadows here and go for the glow. And here, even though it's not really visible right now, click on the sliders. And here you can change the size of the glow. But first, let's change the color of the glow to a pink. Now, can you see that? I'm just going to zoom in right here. You can see that this glow effect around the unicorn. You can change the size of it. You can change the transparency of it. And you can make it blur or less blur. So now this is a stark outline. And here, let's just change it. And maybe I'll have a softer pink instead, going to this color palette, just sliding it so I have a lighter shade of pink. And there we go. Just make sure you click on apply. And now we have this cute outline that really makes it just look like a very adorable sticker. Now let's add on a new page and look for something else. But before that, let's change this backdrop back to white. Now, under the element section on the left-hand side, Canva has actually included many different elements for us, and it's so fun, especially when you're creating like publicity materials, your pins for Pinterest, or product banners to feature your products. So let's just go to graphics, and you can see a whole list of graphics, and there are some which are animated and some that are still. So let me just search for something like a unicorn again. And let's see what we find. So here under this filter section, you can actually choose what type of filters you want. Do you want the elements to be static or animated? Are you just looking at the free elements, or you're looking for the pro ones? You can actually apply all these filters as well. So here I'm going to choose static and free and click on apply filters. And here you will see that this is actually an image. So what you can tell is this is an image, and you would see that there's this control that appears, edit image. So then you can have shadows to it. You can change the colors, change the filters, like what I've just shown you several moments ago. Now, on the other hand, there are elements included like this. When you click on it, instead of it being just an image, it has all these color palettes appearing at the top. What does this mean? This means that you can actually change the colors. So let's just change the colors. I'm just clicking on this color, replacing it with a different color. And there we go. I've basically changed the look of this unicorn just by adjusting the colors. Okay, so this is really fun because you can just play with the colors and you can choose your own colors. So these are graphics. When you click on them, you have this color palette that appears, and you can feel free to play around with the colors. Now, as mentioned just now, there are also elements that are actually animated. So these are good if you actually want to create like GIFs or video pins for Pinterest. So let's just choose, let's say, rainbow. And I'm going to the filter section. And this time around, I want the animated ones, and apply filters and see what I can get. Oh, look at that. I've got this rainbow that is animated. So basically, I have this animated element. When I click on this play button at the top, it plays, it goes from slide to slide. And let's just skip to this here. There you go. So you can actually create an image or a video pin, or like I said, create GIFs that run for several seconds with moving elements like these. Now, let's say I want to create a GIF using this rainbow. And then let's just add some colors to it. Let's have the background as perhaps a light blue, like this. And I'm just going to tilt it, and I'm going to add some text. Go to text right here. This is where you find all your text. Canva has already provided us with some font pairing suggestions. You would see some are pro elements, and without the crown means they are actually free for use. So let's choose this one because it looks bubbly and cute. Go to this ellipse menu. You can actually ungroup them, so then it becomes two separate text boxes. We can just use the words as is, feeling cute. Let's tilt this up, tilt this the other way, and maybe have some sparkles going on as well. So going back to the elements and searching for sparkle, and I want the animated ones like this one. So let's just click on that. And I can position it all the way to the back or forward. So it depends on how you want to layer your elements. And here I can make duplicate of it, move it down. And I don't want it to block my rainbow, so I'm going to move it backwards. And making some more duplicates right here, and another duplicate right here. So there we have it. And for demonstration purposes, I'm going to make a duplicate of this page, and then I'm going to change the rainbow to the unicorn. I saw this animated, this one. This is so cute. This running unicorn like this. Okay, so I actually want to create like a GIF that runs from pages 6 to 7 that is animated. So right here, we already have elements that are moving. But other than the elements that are moving, you can actually animate the static elements as well. What does this mean? When you click on this page right here, you will see that that's this animate feature. So you can just mouse over the different animations and you see how the different elements come together. Okay, so there's fade, there's breathe, there's stomp, and of course you will see that some are actually pro elements. So then it's up to you to just choose them. Let's choose this rise for now. Maybe let's choose the fade. I like this one. And then right here, there's also this time. You can edit the timing. You can use the slider, or if I want it shorter, I can just type in like 2 seconds, apply to all 7 pages, or just apply to this one. Let's just leave it as for page 6 only. And going to the grid view, I'm going to delete everything that I've done before. I'm going to click on this one, shift to hold down the shift key and click on this one. And now I've selected all these multiple pages. If I don't want them anymore, all I need to do is hit the bin, and there we go. And now on this page, I'm also going to click on this animated feature. And instead of fade, I'm going to use this right here. And here, going to change the timing as well to, let's say, 4 seconds. We want it to be slightly longer. Now, there we go. Now, when I hit the play button, let's see what we have. So now we have a video with the animated elements as well as the different elements coming in based on the animations that we have chosen. Let's hit play again. And there we go. So once again, this can be an MP4 video or a GIF. So all you need to do is, if you're ready, you can click on download. You can download it as an MP4 video, or you can download it as a GIF short clip without sound. And let's just download that. Now we're going to add another page right here, changing the backdrop back to white. And we're going to look at tables. On the left-hand side menu, go back to elements again. And when you scroll through, you will see this table section. And this is really awesome because this is a relatively new feature on Canva, which is now going to make it so easy for you if you want to create tables, planners, journals with all these table feature. So just click on see all. And let's choose this grid. And this is where you can adjust and resize your table. And you can also click on this little ellipsis menu. You can add a row. You can click on the ellipse menu. You can add a column. And then you can stretch it out. Now, when I pulled it on the sides, I'm actually just dragging one column and one row at the same time. So now they are not evenly spaced. So how do I space them out evenly? Go back to the ellipse menu. Size columns equally. Go back to the ellipse menu, size rows equally, and there you have it. And if I want to type in something like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, now I can also size this according, let's zoom in. I can also click on this ellipse menu and size row to content. And once I click that, you will see now the top row is actually squished, but now it's nice and neat because I'm actually spacing according to the content inside the boxes. And here you can change the color of your grid. Just click on this border. You can choose whether you want external borders, internal borders. You can change the colors like this. Just click and drag to make sure that the entire table is selected and clicking on the color that you want. So now I've changed all the colors. So this is really easy. Now, for example, I want to add some graphics and images to these table, but I want to make sure I'm not clicking on it accidentally, because the minute I click on it, I might move the line accidentally. But anytime you make any changes, if you don't want it, just hit the undo button, which is really nifty. But the other thing is, I like to click and drag to highlight everything, and I can go to this ellipse menu and click on this lock. So once I click on lock, this element becomes fixed. When I click on it, you see the blue gets highlighted, right? But I'm not changing it, I'm not moving it. So it basically locks it down so that when I add other elements to it, for example, going back to the elements right here, let's say I want to add this unicorn and I'm resizing and I'm clicking it, but it doesn't affect the elements behind it because the table has been locked down. Now here, in order to start making changes again to this table, all I need to do is hit this unlock key, and there we go, and we can resize it. We can delete that. Just hit the delete button on your keyboard or hit this bin. And just for, demonstration purposes, I'm going to copy this, Control C or Command C, and pasting it right here, Control V, and let's put it like this. And I'm also going to add another element behind, just some circles. I know the design doesn't really make sense right now, but it's just to show you how I'm going to change the style, the different color of this particular page. So there we have it, like this. I'm going to position it to the back. And you can also choose this alignment. You can align to the middle, align to the top right here, or align it to the bottom. Let's go to the top, so then it becomes behind the word feeling. And here you can also adjust the transparency like this. Use the slider. And there we go. So now if you have, imagine you have some Canva templates that you've purchased, Canva templates that you're going to use to create some digital products, but you want to change the color of it. What is one quick way to do it? One quick way to do it is actually go to this section called Styles. Click on that, and you will see that they're brand colors. So for the Canva Pro account users, you can put up your brand colors right here. Okay, but there are also trending colors, recommended color palettes that you can choose from. And if I were to just click on one randomly like this one, what happens is right away, all the elements on this page only, it gets changed to this particular color palette. Not only do the colors change, the fonts change as well. So let me choose another one here. The colors change, the fonts have changed, and you can also have the same color palette, but you want to shuffle the colors around. So let's just click again, and it shuffles. You're just mixing and matching the different colors within this same color palette. So it's really easy for you to change the entire style of the entire page or, entire Canva templates. And if you're ready for this new color palette to be applied, you can just click on Apply to All Pages. And there we go. Look at that. The other two pages have also been changed. Now let's add on a new page, and I want to show you that you can actually edit videos. Let's just go to Uploads. And this is a video that I've uploaded before right here. So here, when you upload a video, you can actually make some simple edits to the video that you've uploaded. So when I play it, it's actually this slideshow video that I've recorded. And here you can go to crop, and then you can just adjust it. If you want to make it shorter, just have some parts of the video displayed. This is how you crop it. You can click on done. You can even flip it. Flip horizontal, now it looks strange. Flip vertical, it looks strange too, but this is what you can do with the videos as well. And here's a quick tip for you. And if I want to showcase like a product, maybe I just want to showcase a slideshow video of a product that I'm selling, but I want to showcase it on an iPad. So what I can do is go to Elements, search iPad, and here, let's look for this one. Let's just turn it around. This is how you can turn it, rotate it. And I'm going to make it bigger, positioning it backwards so that now my video is in front. Let me just resize the video. And there we go. It now fits on the iPad as if it's actually a video playing on the iPad. So it's like a mock-up, right? So now that I'm happy with it, once again, I can go to play. Remember, these are the slides that I've created before. And then just let it tumble in, all the different effects. And here I have my new mock-up with the video playing on the iPad screen. So this looks really cool and fun. Now you can also actually add hyperlinks inside your Canva project. Okay, so what we can do, let's just type in some words. Let's go back to text. Let's add on these some words. Let's change the color to black right here. Huge sale. So what I'm going to do is, let me just ungroup them. And I've got these two words here. When I highlight it, I can go to this ellipse menu. I can go to this link icon, just click on it. And then I can actually key in the URL. So for example, I've got my faithspacecademy.com website. If I'm actually creating a PDF file, for example, I can just copy this URL and come back and paste it right here. There we go. So now this is hyperlinked. Now here, not only can you add hyperlinks to external URLs, you can also hyperlink to the page within this project. So let's just go to the ellipse menu again, go to link, and you can search and you can see they have all these different pages. And let's hyperlink this back to page 4. And there we go. So this actually means you can create digital planners, because digital planners have hyperlink text where you kind of just touch it and then you get brought from one page or one section of the planner to another. So now that these hyperlinks are actually, this hyperlinks feature is in place, you can do that as well. You can create a full-fledged digital planner using Canva, and that is really, really awesome. So how do we do that? Let's download this as a PDF first. Let's go to download and download it as PDF standard and click on download. And after that, I will show you how the links will work. So now I've downloaded PDF version, and this is where we've got the hyperlinks. When I click on this word huge, it goes to my main web page. When I click on back, let's get back here. And when I click on sale, it brings me back to page 3. So that is how the hyperlinks work. Now, there are many benefits of using the Canva Pro version, and I do strongly encourage you to use it because it helps you get organized. It helps you have all these other features that makes it really convenient when it comes to creating digital products. So now imagine I have all these and I want to resize it. How do I do it? There's this one-click resize version feature only available to Canva Pro users. Go to resize. Now, instead of a letter size document, right now perhaps I want to change it to an 8 by 10. Or I want to be more drastic. I want to change it to a 1000 by 1000 pixels, become a square. And all I need to do, one-click resize, go to copy and resize. So this original copy remains, but I'm having a duplicate copy in the new dimensions that I've stated. Click on copy, resize. And there we go. So everything is automatically resized, and all you need to do is go to file and you will see that this is the size of the current project, the dimensions of the pages. Now, the applications of these makes it really easy. So for example, you create like product banners like this one, or cute gifts or anything, and then after that you want to create, like, convert them to pins, for example, to add to Pinterest. And all you need to do is go to resize, click on the new dimensions, and there you go, a one-click resize, which is so fast. It makes your creation way faster and way easier. But if you're not actually using the Canva Pro account, of course there is a workaround. So what you need to do, let's go to file, go to create a new design. And let's say I have this Facebook cover, which is a totally different dimension. And if I want to have it resize this particular page, well, go for the good old copy and paste technique, okay? So press down Ctrl A to select everything on this page, Ctrl C to copy, coming here, Ctrl V to paste it, and there we have it. But as you can see, the background is actually not copied. So all you need to do is change the background colors and resize it as and how you like it to be. Now, of course, just now I've already shown you how to download a video as a GIF and also how to download the PDF files. So when you're done with your work, remember to click on File and go to Save. And also you can click on Download and choose the different file types to download in. So that's PNG, there's JPEG, there's PDF, there's SVG, and there's also MP4 versions. And if I hit back to here, you will see that there are 5 different pages on this particular project. You can also choose to download only some pages and not the others. So let's click on this download again. And let's say I'm downloading it as PNG files. So all the pages are currently selected. I can just uncheck this and just click on only the selected pages that I want to download and click on done and click on download. Now, the other awesome thing about having Canva Pro account is that you can download it with transparent background. Okay, so let's look at page 4. Right now we've got this yellow background, and if I'm downloading page 4 with transparent background, let's see what we get. And there we have it. Do you see that? We have this iPad with a transparent background, even though on the Canva project itself it has a yellow background. Right now, because I've downloaded as PNG version with transparent background, it removes the background and gives me this really nice iPad image with my Cute Party Animals Activity Pack product image. And other than downloading your files, you can also share your template. So how do you do that? Click on this share button. There are 3 ways to share it. You can share it as a link to edit and copy link and just paste it anywhere, whether it's on your email, sending it to someone, you can do that. But when you're sharing it to edit, whatever changes that the other person makes, it will be reflected in your master copy. So this is great for working together as a team. Now you can also share a link to use as a template. So now this is really awesome, which means you can actually sell editable Canva templates. And when I copy this link and I send this link to someone, what the persons receive is this editable template. And when they click on use template, they can make changes to the template without altering the master original copy. And here, the third version is to share a link to view. So you can copy link, paste it, send it to someone, and it basically just gives them like a viewing slideshow where they can see your work, but they cannot make changes to it and they cannot download it. Now here, there's also the option of uploading some of the images or whatever things that you created directly to your social media accounts, which makes it really easy if you have created like IG stories or pins or Facebook banners that you want to upload to your social media accounts right away. Go to this ellipse menu. And right here, you can go to share. Under share, you can see that there are all these different platforms that you can share to. You can share on a Facebook group. You can even just write your post details and choose where you're going to share it to. And you can also share it on Instagram and Pinterest and all these different platforms. So it basically makes it really easy for you to combine your work that you've created on Canva and post it somewhere else. Now, other than sharing on social media, you can actually convert the Canva files into a different format. What do I mean by that? Now, you can see under here, same thing under the share section, you would see that that's this PowerPoint version. So when you click on it, it actually exports this Canva templates into an editable PowerPoint file. So let's take a look at that. Let's click on download and give it some time. And this is done, so let's open it. So there you have it. This is the Canva templates that we've exported into a PowerPoint version. But what you're seeing is some of the elements are missing because those are animated videos and some of the videos are actually not converted. But the fonts are converted, the elements are converted, the grid is converted. If we have any static elements, those will be converted and added into this PowerPoint file. So this makes it really cool because, PowerPoint gives you different features that you can use to create your products. So you can actually combine the best of Canva with the best of PowerPoint. Now, more on some features that only Canva Pro account users have access to are folders. Let's go back to home. You can actually organize your work according to folders. You can click on this, your projects, and here you have all these folders. You can add on folders and stuff like that. So you can actually arrange and organize your workspace more neatly and more efficiently. And for example, I have this new design. I click on this ellipse menu. I can actually move to folder and choose one of the folders that I have. So then it basically helps you streamline your work processes by getting your projects more organized. There is also this very awesome feature, which is the brand kit for Canva Pro users. So you just click on it. You can actually add a brand kit. You can have your colors, your logos, everything uploaded here so that every time you want to use it, you can have your brand fonts here. So every time when you use your brand related colors and fonts and images, it's very easy to grab. Let me just show you where they're found. Here, go to logos. So these are my logos that I've uploaded. So if I want to create something like this and I want to smack my logo on it, it's really easy because it's just right here, easy for me to grab and access. And when you go to styles right here, those are my brand fonts and my brand colors. When I click on add text, my brand fonts are right at the top as well. And every time I want to change colors of the elements, let's click on text color. Here, I can also see the brand colors right here. So it's really easy for you to create things according to your brand. So that's it, guys. In less than an hour, I've gone through way more than 25 different tips that will help you create different digital designs on Canva. And I do hope that you have found this video to be extremely useful. Please do like our video, please do share, please do comment. And if you still have questions about Canva that is not addressed in this video, or you want me to further elaborate on different aspects of Canva, feel free to ask me in the comments below and I will reply to them personally, and perhaps I will create the next video tutorial for you. Thank you so much for your attention and I will see you around.